それでは前回の続きから。それでは前回の続きから。
こんにちは、琴葉茜です。こんにちは、こと
それでは前回の続きから。それでは前回の続きから。
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday, October 26, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get in. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when we hit 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this. What'd I tell you? 88 miles per hour! temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
早速、ゲームプレイをやってみました。
Doc, what happened to the car?
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precise 21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it in some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
Should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc,
Whoa!
Notebook.
Whoa!
Got it.
Oh!
Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention, the thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I detail the nearly 3 decade breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see, is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the 4th root of N, carry the 9, then. Let's see, is mass equals I times Z.
Doc, shouldn't we get out of here before the Libyans show up?
Whoa!
Doc?
あれ？
Great Scott!
うっそ
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake.
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
Whoa!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. It was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. Stop, your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
こんにちは、琴葉茜です。まずは、文房具がてらこれをやってみました。よろしければ、番組評価お願いします。よろしければ、チャンネル登録ボタンをお願いしますですね。早速、絵をやってみました。
こんばんは。
Dad, are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff.
このたび ps5 でゲームズプレイ。こんにちは、メイヒマズゲームズプレイ。ハローグッドムーニング。よろしくお願いします。心の準備をしないと。強そう。大丈夫かな。
Probably shouldn't fiddle with the time circuits again until I know when to look for Doc.
そこです。おお。
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc. What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
I see you sneaking into that liquor store, young man!
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator? I guess there's time for a quick game. Okay, now I'm ready.
Step away from the door! Get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up.
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I could slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
What else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
Nah.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there! Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny. Hey! You kids! Put out those cigarettes! Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? I can't leave now. Miss Strickland's my only hope of finding Doc. Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
U! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Miss Pretty Whiskers?
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them. I told you not to touch those!
I didn't even know they gave out trophies for Best Litter Columnist. That tea's never gonna boil. That tea's never gonna boil. Ah! Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? I didn't even know they gave out trophies for best litter columnist. Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture. Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me.
Did you come all the way up here to chat, or are you just gonna poke around my apartment?
The candy looks older than I am.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil. I told you not to touch those! There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now!
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that, dear?
Nothing. The candy looks older than I am. Stop looking at me. Einstein brought me that shoe from the past, but when in the past?
That's what you get with these cheap, foreign-made kettles. Trying to find an American one nowadays. Ugh. There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
I'm gonna write a sternly worded letter of complaint. Did you come all the way up here to chat, or are you just gonna There's the whistle! Water's boiling by now.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-all hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Hey, there's Jennifer's mom coming out of the market.
Mrs. Parker? I find it curious that she always uses the same strapping red-headed bag boy. Don't you?
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Huh. Looks like the clockers have stalled out again.
Oh, the wheels of justice grind slowly, but exceedingly fine. Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move at all.
Okay. If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, you can see everything in the town square through these, can't you?
Everything, Mr. Necking in the parking lot last Thursday, McFly.
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall shootout. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
I didn't even know they gave out trophies for best litter columnist.
the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
I don't need to fake a tea whistle while she's in the kitchen. Einstein brought me that shoe from the past. But when in the past? Stop looking at me. Stop looking at me.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, you can see everything in the town square through these, can't you?
Every...
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Man, you can see everything in the town square through these, can't you?
Everything!
If there's a clue to find a dock out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking.
I told you not to touch those! Did you come all the way up here to chat? There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
October 28th, I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly. The polite guest stays out of the host's kitchen, Mr. McFly.
Miss Pretty Whiskers? Miss Pretty Whiskers? Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree! Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, You'll find it in my stacks.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tiff Tannen! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex! There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
October 28th, 1985. Authorities still mystified by mall's shootout. Alright, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year.
このたび ps5 でゲームズプレイ。こんにちは、ベイヒマズゲームズプレイ。ハローグッドムーニング。フェイスブルースマイリングチャットへようこそ。ご自身のプライバシーを守るとともに、YouTube のコミュニティガイドラインを遵守することを忘れないでください。詳細、ベイヒマズゲームズプレイ。
Stop looking at me. Miss Pretty Whiskers? Excuse me, Miss Strickland? So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well,
Don't let me keep you from your business. Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former
こんばん
speakeasy.
は、琴葉
Singer
茜です。
vanishes.
パー
Hill
スン
Valley
ターウ
Expo
ーズは
delights
ビング。
crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
Newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's a costume. Tonight's the big, Halloween party.
Halloween party? In May? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone. Ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. The time circuits are already on. The time circuits are already on. I'd better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate. The time circuits are already on. I'd better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
おやすみなさい。わお。
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who, me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's... Harry Callahan.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Callahan. And Mr. Flynn, Hill Valley Herald.
I know, I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no, down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc, I gotta find Doc.
Whoa!
こんにちは。琴葉茜です。
はい。はあかねのアズオートバイク&イレクオリックアプライアンセズ。前島龍龍。3。はい。はあかねのアズオートバイク&イレクオリックアプライアンセズテレビ。前島龍龍。3。こんにちは。I face good. いいスマイリング。書き子について。詳細。チャットへようこそ。ご自身のプライバシーを守るとともに、YouTube のコミュニティガイドラインを遵守することを忘れないでください。こと。
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Mom.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that? Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Bank of Italy?
How can I help you, sir?
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there.
こんにちは。ゆっくりレ夢ムです。ゲームプレイをやってみました。
McFly? Biff? Kid? Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well?
Well, what?
What are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Okay. Hey, never mind. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Like a thorn bush in a drunkard's hand is a proverb in the mouth of a fool. Heavy. Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands. For we were born only yesterday and know nothing, and our days on earth are but a shadow. Actually, I won't be born for about 40 years. There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Those who once ate delicacies are destitute in the street. Cheery. Maybe I should go to the jail and talk to Doc before I start dialing random people in 1931. I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline. Okay. Hey, never mind.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa! Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. Come for the soup, stay for the salvation. Hill Valley Police Station. Christ, this place looks old, even for 1931. Psst, Doc!
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan? Right. But what?
Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You'll need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Konnichiwa. Kotoha Akaneです。
が提供するデモ音声です。ここに今回は終わるかな。おっと、お疲れ様でした。ご視聴ありがとうございます。後ボタンをクリックしてください。ませ。
Very nice. It's good.
I have enjoyed race gaming. Today gaming play end. Bye bye.
さすが戦闘のプロ。まずは一つクリア。
よろしければ番組評価お願いします。よろしければチャンネル登録ボタンをお願いしますですね。
わお
Today gaming play end. Bye bye.
よろしければ、番組評価お願いします。よろしければ、チャンネル登録ボタンをお願いしますですね。
She attacked a dragon.
よろしければ、チャンネル登録ボタンをお願いしますですね。